I often say to myself, this is less about bravery and more about a runway. And by that, I mean that runway relates back to your ability financially to cover yourself when things maybe are quiet, in between cash flow, in between securing jobs, meeting milestones, all those sorts of things. But I think a key insight here is I refer to it as, and so do others, as decision-making oxygen. If you are forced up against the corner, and as I've been there before with a mortgage and young children, your decision-making can become very truncated and limited, and you often become very reactive in your decision-making. When that runway is extended out, and whether that's a month, 2 months, 3 months, or beyond that in terms of cash flow and your ability to not be under those pressures and stress, your decision-making becomes a lot more informed. An old expression that an old boss of mine, Terry, used to say is, Martin, you can be busy all your life, but never buy work. And that comes back to this decision-making and also the runway. If you are buying work to be busy or entering work just to be busy and for cash, you are most of the time going to end up not enjoying that work. Yep, there's survival, all that, I get that. But think of that cash flow, and we don't always start with that. It's impossible. We have to start with something. But as you go through this solo move and you're migrating and transitioning from employee to contractor to consultant, think about that. Because that cash flow or that money in the bank, the war chest, as they say, is your ability to breathe, slow down, and make that informed decision. So again, from a solo move perspective, you're not looking for bravery. Anyone can do that momentarily. You're looking for a runway. And that runway is very much centered around financial sustainability.